Oh, I have to actually look in there? All right. It's Dawson at the end of the run right where it goes to the Yukon River. There's what they call a toe drink, sour toe drink. And what it is, it's a miner that got gangrene in his toe, and he cut it off about 1850, and he put it in liquor, in a bottle of rum or whatever he had. And now today, what you do is you go to this El Dorado in Dawson, and you rent the toe for $5.
The toe.
The toe. And what he when
The
you
toe
go,
with gangrene that's in liquor?
yeah. Well, what he did was he cut it off to keep from getting gangrene and dying. So he cut the toe off, and so on the way up, I heard about it down in BC, going up there, and so I went up there and swore I wasn't going to do it, and I got up there, and the other fellow that I run into on the road said he was going up for that, and I said, well, I'll watch you do it. Well, then he chickened out in Whitehorse, so I went on up, and so I stopped in El Dorado the night of my birthday. I went in there, and the fellow that runs it, that's leased the tow now, is Captain Dick, and what they do is he carries that around on a bed of rock salt, and he piles that on the table, and you got this toe on there, and it's a big toe that he cut off, and the toenail is black and the toenail split. And the whole idea behind this is you have to listen to the story, then they put that in your drink, and
You put the toe in your drink.
they put that toe in your drink, and you drink it, and it has to hit your lips. So I decided that I would do something more than that, because all I had to do was rye whiskey. So I went ahead and I said, well, I'm going to get it and then spit it out. Well, what happened was that snag on that toenail splitting out like that got caught on my teeth. So I had the damn toe in there.
How old is this toe?
It's 100 and about 120 some 30 years old, about
Okay.
1850,
All right.
and black as night. And so I got the toe out and handed back to Captain Dick. And so the fellow next door, he says, just sitting there, he said he's going to finish that drink, because I hadn't drank all my drink. So I went ahead and finished my rye, and he says, I told you he was going to do that. I knew he was going to finish that. So then they give you a little certificate, which I immediately somehow washed when I got to Fairbanks. And when I was going up there for the Eskimo Olympics, and somehow I washed it, and so I don't have any proof of it, but I was like 19,234th guy to rent that toe.
And it costs $5 to rent it.
$5.
And what city can you do this in?
Dawson. It's at the Dawson City. It's at the end of the Alcan Highway up in the Yukon, right across the top of the world.
What state is that?
Alaska.
Dawson, Alaska. All right.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, BC. No, it's probably Alaska. Well, wait a minute. I left there, went across the Yukon, went across the top of the world, and then I went into the United States. So it's probably it's in the Yukon territory.
That's a hell of a story, man.
Yukon territory.
That's a hell of a story.
That's where that was.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for telling me.
No problem. No problem.
So you had the toe pretty much all the way in your mouth, huh?
Yep. And I was good until that nail stabbed on my teeth. That was good. that was a revelation. But yeah, Dawson's cool because it has they've kept it all the same. The only blacktop is going down to the ferry, and then across the ferry. If you take the ferry across, you go in. There's a campground there, and the whole when I left my tent site, as night falls, the bathroom gets closer to the tent. No further than this river right here is the Yukon River. Well, the entire side across the river is all rock face. Well, when you look at it, there's like where the birds roost, and there's iguana coming down the walls. So you watch the nest, and that turns out to be where the peregrine falcons roost. And so